Right, Hogan Punch Out Boxing here with Big Benfail with another big knockout. I guess you must be glad to finally get some momentum this year after that couple of years out and finish the year in style.
Yeah. Busy year. That's what we wanted. Had my first one in March. Now it's November. I've had four. So keep fighting, keep making statements, keep winning.
Yeah, that you did. Stoyanov, heard you talking to my colleague there. He's one of them hard journeymen that could have probably been something better if he'd had backing. Last time out, stopped a prospect. Before that, gave Khalid Ali a bit of a fright. So a case of you want to be past those knockovers and you're in there for real fights now.
Yeah, that's it. When I first turned pro, like I did say to him as well, I wanted these journey they call them journeyman road warriors, like prospects that didn't have the backing. I wanted these guys who other people found difficult or they couldn't stop, and I wanted to come out and make a statement and stop them, and not just stop them, but look good doing it. And I believe I've done that all this year. I've fought some of the toughest fighters out there. If you look at my record, I ain't got just any standard record. I've been fighting some good fighters. So yeah, I believe we've done that this year, and it's about building next year and grabbing some titles.
Tell us about the left hand that started his demise. Caught him flush on. It was obvious he was about to go, and it was just a case of you getting the shots to get him out of there.
Yeah. Joe, I'll have to watch it back 'cause I can't really remember it, but I remember his legs going and then him going down, and then after that, it was a waiting game, wasn't it? I was cracking him with some hard shots, and he kept grabbing. I cracked him with a real good one. See his eyes roll, and the ref seen it, and that's all she wrote.
Indeed. So I guess you're going to go away, enjoy Christmas. You had a busy year, but rearing to go 2024. Do you want to move up to say 8 or 10 rounders next?
Definitely be on an eight next. I'd like doing eight, even though I haven't done the six. I've done 1-6 this year, but that's it. I want to move on to eight because yeah, I think you have to do an eight to challenge for a title, don't you? So if I can get a nice 8 rounder, and then look, you never know. If someone taking 8 rounds on me, I'll go 8 rounds. It's a look, I like knocking people out, but if I didn't, I wouldn't mind. Do you know what I mean? I get the rounds in and then keep learning. So yeah, I'd like to challenge for an 8 rounder next, and then move on to a bigger fight towards the end of the year.
Any particular names or titles in mind? Would you like to say maybe get the Southern area, the English, or do you want to go straight and target
No,
the big one?
I would like. I've had a bit of time out as well before this, and because of my hand, so I'm not gonna say like I'll go straight for a British title. Or I'll take any title they offer me, anyone that wants to fight. I'm not gonna call no names out, but there'll be some decent fights next year. There's some good fights in our way. There are no mugs in our way. You know what I mean? Even when you go Southern area, Midlands, these are all good lads, good fighters. So I'm looking forward to getting these fights. I love these fights that make you nervous and competitive fights. I want someone hitting me back, and I want these 50-50 fights. So yeah, looking forward to next year.
Yeah, apart from even the titles, I mean, there's other great prospects in the division. Any of them?
Seen a great prospect fight in the last show, wasn't it? Frankham and Davey. So look at that fight. They're the fights you want to be in. So a few more fights, building me back in. I'll take them fights all day because that's what boxing's about, isn't it? Taking them 50-50 fights, having them great fights. They're the ones you remember. Yeah.
Absolutely. And be remiss of me not to ask you about Northampton's favourite child, Chantel. Tomorrow, is she going to cement her place as one of the greats?
For sure, no doubt. I think she's gonna do a bigger statement than she did last time. I think she could even push on to stop her mid to late rounds.
All right. And who knows? The dream for the three of you at Northampton, it's still on.
Exactly that.
Ben, absolute pleasure. Look forward to seeing you next year.